Well, the Department of Correctional Services says it's ready to vaccinate more than 138,000 inmates under its care. In a statement issued on Sunday, the department said it had 90 approved vaccine sites, which will cater for all inmates currently incarcerated. It also announced that more than 500 inmates over the age of 60 have already received their jabs. But for more on this, we are now joined by Singabakho Nxumalo. He's this national spokesperson for Correctional Services. Singabakho, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Many South Africans, as you can expect, will say that that prisoners really should not be prioritized and that they should be at the end of the queue. How do you respond to that view?
A very good morning, and thank you for giving us this opportunity. That view, unfortunately, is misplaced because we know that in South Africa, inmates do have rights. They are also covered in the constitution of this country under the Bill of Rights. And the Nelson Mandela rules are very clear to say inmates must be kept in a humane environment. They are also must be given proper medical care that me and you in the community are subjected to. But what is even more serious in this particular case is that inmates are more vulnerable to infections as they are in congregated areas. Should there be a case there, it can spread quite quickly. Hence, it is important that they are prioritized in terms of vaccination so that at least we can protect lives.
Yeah, so what is the situation looking like now in prisons with the vaccination? Where are they in the queue at this point?
How we have been rolling out vaccination is that we take you from the Department of Health. They are the ones in charge of it. So we started with our healthcare professionals. Thus far, 820 of them, which amounts to 80% of them, have been vaccinated. 133 officials and 574 inmates over the age of 60. We have a very few inmates in this category. They are just over 5,000. But as soon as the country is in a position to procure more vaccines, we'll want to see these numbers increasing, where we can also start moving towards the 50 years and above, which is where we'll get a serious increase. So as a department, we've been working very close with the Department of Health because we all understand the importance of vaccinating as many inmates as we can. As you've alluded to, we have 138,828, which is a big number. Therefore, we have a lot of work that we need to put forward here.
Over 138,000 is indeed a big number. You're right about that. And one thing we as South Africans know about is the overcrowding in some of our prisons. So how are you faring in keeping offenders safe from COVID-19?
Fortunately, we have been registering a decrease in terms of numbers. Now we have quite few centers where there is still overcrowding. It is largely those in the metros. When you go to the outskirts of those in small cities, there is no overcrowding at all. But we'll still want to see a situation where we have zero overcrowding, where the 120,000 beds that we have will be the number of inmates or even far lesser inmates, because we don't encourage people coming to our facilities, but if they commit crime, we have no choice except to house them. But as a department, our prevention measures have been working as we are still below 5,000 in terms of inmates who have contracted the virus, and majority of them have recovered. We are currently standing at 94.11% as a department. It is our officials who are really taking serious strain because we are now standing at 8,024. Just yesterday, we had 42 new cases for officials and 10 for inmates. It does concern us. I think it just demonstrates this Delta variant that it is quite vicious.
Singabakho Nxumalo, spokesperson for Correctional Services, thank you for your time.